Hi everyone, welcome to you all in my YouTube channel. So guys, in this video, I'm going to discuss one most important interview question. So guys, that is related to the our linear search only. So I hope in last video you have seen that I have discussed already one question, right? How we are going to search the element in our array using linear search, correct guys? So guys, that time I have taken integer array, right? So guys, same thing I am going to discuss as of now, a string. So how we are going to search any character in any given string. So this program I will explain with our normal for loop and also enhanced for loop. So in both the way how we are going to search the respective character in our given string using linear search. And guys, after that I will explain one more question, how we are going to find the element in given index. Suppose if I give an index is, suppose index is 1 to 5 or 2 to 6, in between that range how you are going to find the element. So search based on the range. That also guys, these two questions is very important what I am going to explain in this video guys. So guys, please be concentrated. So which is very important for interview point of view also, or your understanding purpose. And again, in both the way it's very helpful for you, right? So guys, without any further delay I will start the our coding, right? So guys, see, I have told you that. So first I am going to explain so how we are going to search the character, okay, in given a string. So what is the way, what should be our process to write this code guys? So guys, see, already we have so many packages, right? So I'm going to add in this package on our array test new class. So guys, suppose our class name is get, what class name get? So how we are going to test the character from a string, right? So search character is a, as name it refers what we are doing, right? Search character from a string. So definitely we should have one main method, right? So we have created our class, right, along with our main method, what we could see here. Give me one moment, it is created, right guys? So class has created, right? Need to enhance this guys, see. So guys, see, please concentrate guys, this is very simple. If you don't know then it becomes complex. And guys, before starting this question I would request you, so guys who is coming on first time in my YouTube channel, so guys please subscribe my channel guys and share among your friends, because if you are going to subscribe my channel guys, then I will understood what, so you people are liking my video guys, because I have uploaded. If you are not responding guys, then I will feel what, so what I'm going to what, delivering the content, it's not what benefit for you people guys, right? So please, I'm requesting to you all, if you're coming in my channel guys, if you're watching my video, if you like the video guys, so please subscribe, share among your friends, and get like the button and click the notification button as well guys, because whenever if I will upload any video, so you will directly get notified, right guys? So that thing my suggestion, my what, requesting to you all people, okay guys? So now I'm starting our code, correct? So what I mentioned, how we are going to search the character in given string. Suppose if you will get any string in a input, and if you have target is suppose target character is suppose if our input string is java main techie, right? In this, if you want to find a is there or not, so how we are going to find this a, okay? If a is available, then we are going to send response as true. If the character is not there, we can send response as false. Excuse me guys. So guys, for the purpose I will create one what, a static method. Okay, you can see again. So for clarity, for readability of our code, that's why I am separating one method. I am going to add one method inside a separate method again. So the method is a static. Okay, static, and guy, this method response will be boolean guy. If character is available, then you are going to send the return as a true, otherwise you can send return as a false. So that's why I'm going to return this method response type as a boolean guy. So a static boolean, then guy, I'm giving the method name, right? Such char. Such char is guy character, right? So guy, you will have two input. So first input guy, our what, input, right? Our we should have one target value, right? To which character we want to search, right? So where the target is type of character. Excuse me. Right guy? Okay. We have created this method as expected, by which we can search our respective character in given string. Right? So guys, see, inside this method guy, I am going to write one condition, right? Our length of the string is something or it's 0 guy. If it is 0, then we are returning directly false. If our length is more than 0, right, then we are going to perform the search, right guys? That's why I'm going to take one condition here. If please where I am feeling some cold here, input dot length. Okay, in our string class length method is right, so I'm going to add input dot length, good guy, equal to guy 0. Our input length equal to 0 guy, then directly we can return as a false, right? Our length of the string is 0, directly we can return the response as a false. See, that such character method wherever it call, definitely guy, this method will call inside our main method, right? Good guy? Okay guys, see, then next step what you need to do here. So guys, then if we have some length of the input, right, then guys we need to perform what operation, right? What should be the logic for finding the character in given string? So guys, for that we can take one for loop, right? Because we are going to iterate, right, in a string, because multiple characters there, right? So guys, that's why we are going to take one for loop, right? So for loop guys, I will start, suppose int I equals to 0, and guys I less than what, length method we have, right? We have length method in a string class, right? Length, then guys I plus plus. So see, in very simple way I am going to write the code. So guys, just analyze how I am going to write. In same way also you can write the code, because writing the code guys is very simple if you will understood the code in very proper manner. If you are not understand the code in very proper manner, then it will become get tough. So that's my what advice to all people. So whenever I am going to write any code, so guys, please be concentrated. It's very simple, guys. Writing the code in Java, it's very simple. So guys, see, after guys taking the input, because we started from index 0 and we are checking whatever the length, so that I value will be less than that length and I plus plus. Correct guys? Now guys, I am going to write one condition guys in that for loop. Okay, so whatever the our target value guys, target value means guys, suppose if our request is what, I am going to write some guy first some input here, then I will correlate the input which our code get. So guys, see, suppose equals to Java mind, Java mind techie. Okay, chain element Java mind techie. Okay? Yes. So guys, see, if in this string if you want to find n is there or not, t is there or not, so guys, this is our target value guys. Suppose char target equal to guys, suppose a guy. Okay, this is a character, so you write in the single quote guy, a, right? What I have told you guys, suppose if you want to find this a is a character, so this a is given in this string or not. Guys, this is a character, this is a string. So our main motto is how we are going to search this character is given in respective string or not. If this character is found in given string, we are going to send response as true. Otherwise, we are sending the response as false. This is our main motto to implement this logic. Okay, guys. So what I have done as of now, we are checking first length is equal to 0. If length is equal to 0, directly we are going to return false, because if length of this input get right is 0, then how you can find any target value? Not possible, guys. Yes, it's not possible. So only until unless if you will have some length of the string, only you are able to find the respective target character. Correct? So let's see, if our target, so if our string have some what length, then we can will jump in our this for loop. Correct? Good. Now I am going to check this target value is equal to our what, guys, see, this target, right? Target equal to what, our input dot char it. Guy, you know this method guy, because it will check as per our index. Correct guy? Our target is guy equal to input dot caret of respective index. Then I am going to return what guy? Then I am going to return what? True, right? If we are going to find our whatever target value and same value is coming as per respective index. Correct guy? Then it will get returned as a true. Correct? Otherwise return as a false. Yes or no guys? So that thing I am going to write the logic here, right? Return what? True. Yes, see, if target is not equal to our input or character value, then guys directly what we can return guys? Return as a false. Yes or no guys? Return false. Guys, it's very simple logic, right? So I see. Then guys, after writing this logic guys, what we can do guys? We can call this method guys. Yes or no? We can call this method, because this is a static method. So this static method, our call is deals with guys with class name, right? Yes or no? Yes or no? So guys, directly with our call. So sys out. Okay. Then what? What the method guy we have? Search character guy. Search char. What is the expected input for the guy? So you will have input and target value, right? So guys, this is our input comma target. Correct? This expect these two input, because whenever if you call this method, it expect these two things there as our method signature. Correct? Yes. So guys, our program is ready to run, right? Then we can see the expected response is coming or not. If expected response is coming, then what we will understand? So our code is correct. Otherwise, something is wrong in our code there. So you see, I am running the application in front of you. You will see the result here. Guys, see, response is coming true. That means, guys, you can see A is coming or not in our string there. Correct? Guys, now you can see here, I can put here X. Can you tell me, guys, X is there or not? X is there or not, guys? We don't have X character in given string in input, guys. So guys, definitely our output should be false, right? Guys, yes or no? Our output should be, response should be false. You can check, guys. Response is coming, guys, true only. Why it's coming true only, guys? Let me check. Any there, guys? Then check with other value, guys. What I have written, guys, if our target equal to what? Okay, guys, I have given one thing wrong, guys. Okay, let me write one, didn't add one condition, guys, right? So guys, this condition we should have inside the, guys, if block. Okay, I have done some mistake, don't worry. Guys, let me run again. Let me run one more time, then we'll see. So guys, see, now y is also, guys, so y character is also not there in our what string, correct? Then we can see what result is coming there. Guys, see, you can see here false. But that time I have mistake. We didn't written this logic in our if condition. Correct, guys? So you can see here. Correct? What you understood, guys? So if our target value equal to input dot char 8 of I. So whatever the index value, guys. So see, 0 index J is there, 1 index A is there, 2 index B is there, guys. So it will check. So whatever the you have input corresponding whatever index we are getting, so that index are equal to with our this target value or not. Correct, guys? If this target value equal to our index of input, once as true, otherwise directly it will come from out of the if and it will send as to false response there. Correct, guys? Okay. So guys, the same thing I will done as a debug mode, because my main motto is, guys, what my student, because already I'm taking, guys, our core Java class, guys, or also, guys, one good announcement to you all people. I'm going to start after a few days DSA, data structure algorithm series here. So who is interested to what join this our all what DSA class? I'm also, guys, starting taking offline as well as online. Okay, so guys, most of the people as of now interested in online, guys. So guys, if anyone interested, please ping me or please do comment in my comment section if you are interested to what join in our data structure algorithm online class, guys. So guys, see, so what I mean to tell, so my motto is what I'm going to deliver the content, it may be online or offline. You must need to understand first what you are going to write the code. Okay, so if you know before writing the code what is the analysis should be for respective code guy. Then guy you will be perfect developer. You will become a perfect developer. Otherwise you may confuse guy, because developing any code is not a so simple guy, because you need to understand so many concepts to writing a code guy. If you know so many things, so many concepts, then only you can write the code guy. Without knowing the concept, you are not able to write single line of code. Yes or no guy? So guys, that's my main what advice to all people. If you want to interested to become a perfect developer, so guys you may join my what online code Java classes also. Already I mentioned in few days back, right? So already I started one online code Java classes guide, which is already in going on morning 7:30 a.m. to morning 8:30 a.m. So guys, so also guys, we'll see here how this code is going to flow, how internally this code is going to flow, what is execution flow of this code guide. So guys, this thing I will check with our debug mode. Guys, see, I'm going to keep one breakpoint this place guys. Run debug as Java application. Guys, see. Guys, now we just see first input is guys Java main techie, yes or no. Target value is guys what? Our target value is guys y, yes. So guys, what our main motto? What is the implementation guy? Why I am going to write this code guy? So we are going to check this character is available in our respective in respective string or not, right? This is string, right? Java main techie. So guys, see, I have taken one what separate method. The return type is boolean, because as per our target value, if it will found in respective string, we are sending response as true. If we are not able to find the target but value in respective string, then directly we can send response as a false. So that's why I have written this first if condition. If our length will be 0, then directly we are sending the response as a false. Otherwise, if length is there guys, suppose this Java main techie we have some length, right? Yes or no? Then guys we are going to write one for loop. In this for loop I am going to give one condition guys, simple condition. Whatever we are going to pass the target value is equal to what we are getting input from carrot of method. This is repeating as per index guys. So it will check 0 index, what is the value of j, then a. So guys, that's why I am going to check this thing with respect to debug mode guys. So guys, see input dot length guys, this one, right? So guys, I am going to next point guys. See guys, you can see here target is guys y, input dot carrot guys, what is guys input carrot guys, you can see here. Don't worry, I will show you how you are going to check this thing. So guys, we have inspect, right? You can see guys j, right? Because guys you can see, so excuse me, input dot carrot of I means 0 index, what is the value guys? You get j. So guys, target value is guys what? Target value is y. So y equal to j guys? No guys. If it is not, then it will go reiterate guys. Guys, you can see. Then it will come again this part, right? It is checking guys. So this time guys, our target value is same, remains same guys, because we are going to check our this character in respective string. So it will remain same for entire repetition guys, entire iteration. Then you can guys see for this time what is the value of this method guy, a guy. Already mentioned you. This is guy j was the 0 index, a is the first index. So guys, tell me y equal to a, no guy, correct? So in same way it will repeat, because you can see here y, the character y is not available in entire string. Okay, that's why at last it will give false guy. What guy? It will give our response as guy false. You can see guy. Yes, see false. But if you want to check guy a is coming or not, yes or no guy? So respective a is there or not guy. So guy, this time also I will run this application in debug mode guy. Guy, please watch carefully. So guys, it's very interesting guys. If you understand the code, then you will feel interesting. If you don't know the code guys, don't know the flow of execution of the program, then you will feel boring guys. Writing of Java code, it's very interesting if you understand the code properly guys. Really guys, I am very interested. I love it to Java. I too love the Java guys. Guys, see, now I am going to go this place guys. You can see guys, this is the value of y. So this is the target value guys, a, and guys this time this value guys will be what guys, j guys. So guys, a equal to j, no guys. So guys, in next loop I will come here. This time guys, this value is guys 2. Excuse me. So guys, this time we can enter the this part guys. This enter line number 19 guys. You can see here. Why you know? Because you can see here. What target is a guy, n guy, this value guy. Guys, you can see here a means guy. Tell me a equal to a or not. If a equal to a means guy, this character you found, right? This target character you found in this respective string. That's why response is coming true. You can see that. Yeah, response coming. So guys, that is our first program. What I have told you, I will show how we are going to check, how we are going to search the character in given string. So guys, same thing guys. I will write this code with help of guys enhanced for loop guys. What guys? Enhanced for loop. So same code guys I will write with the help of enhanced for loop. So guys, see how I am going to write it. Copy this. Come here. Paste. And changing the name of this method. Okay. I am calling this method guys. Right? But guys, I will change some modification because this time I have used normal for loop, but this time I am going to use enhanced for loop guys. Okay. So this part I need to change guys. Okay. Okay. I need to remove this thing. Okay. I will take guys. You know very well guys, what is enhanced for loop, what is for each loop. Both are same guys. So using enhanced for loop guys. So for guys, this time our input belongs to the character, right? So ch character ch, and guys our input should be first convert into guys 2 char array. Yes or no? Because as of now our input is in string. You know very well. Right? As of now our input is in string only, right? You can see here input is in string. So guys, first you need to convert your input as a 2 char array again. So how guys? So input dot 2 char array, right? Here again I have converted input as a 2 char array, right? Yes. So guys, see after that guys, what I am going to do here. Okay, please concentrate. So guys, see what I have told in this case. I am going to check our target is equal to whatever you have input in respective string index guys. So guys, here what I am going to do. So this place guys, I am going to check. Sorry. In this for loop guys, I am going to check one of if condition guys. If, because you know very well guys, right? So what is the for each loop? Because whatever input we have, we are going to iterate one by one, and we can store in our this variable, right? So guys, ch equal to what? Target guys. Yes or no? Our whatever the character guys, see first it will come j, then a, then v, then a, because we are going to iterate guys, right? So this is an enhanced for loop. You know very well, right? So guys, if ch, whatever the character is coming inside this ch, we are going to check if ch equal to target. Yes or no? If guys is equal to target guys, then directly we can return as a true, right? as a true. Simple guy. Otherwise we can return as a false. I hope guy you understood, right? So same thing guy I am doing using here normal for loop, and this place I am going to get what, enhanced for loop. So guys in normal for loop I am going to check with the help of char it method which is available in our string class. But guys this place what I am going to use what, enhanced for loop guys. So I am going to here what, our input is what, target input is guys character type. That's why guys I have taken character, and our input I am going to convert in our character array. Okay, both should be same, then only we can iterate. Okay, so both the our what input should be in same data type. It should also in character, and this input is also character. Okay, you can see here this input is string, this is char. That different guys. So first if you are going to use enhanced for loop, so both the type of the our input and target in guys same data type. That's why I have used here input dot to char array. So I will also guys what the char array we can see. Okay, so guys see now I am going to run the application. We'll see the result is coming expected or not. Guy coming yes or no? Guy coming true yes or no? Because guys this time I am going to call this char1 search char1 method guy. Don't worry this method guy, it is not calling, right? Because I am going to call this method only, right? Search char a search char1 guy. So guys true. No guy I am going to give here y. I am giving here y. Guys see, we'll check response coming as expected or not guys. Guys see false. So guys what we understood, so with enhanced for loop or with normal for loop, both the way we can search the respective character in given string. Okay, but guys one thing I will show you how we are going to show the two char array, right? How we are going to show the two char array here. So guys see sys out arrays dot to string method here, to string, and in this guy remove the null, and we can guy what the input guy, input dot what guy, to char array, right? You can see here to char array. Okay guy, now I can run the application. You can see guy how to char array is coming here. Okay, so this is a two char array representation of any string. So guys, I hope you understood these two things, these three things guys. So how are we going to find the character in given string with normal for loop, then guys with enhanced for loop, then what is the format of our two char array method when we call in our string input. Guys, this is done. So guys, now one more question here. So if you want to find what, if you want to find the, if you want to search the element in respective given range game, if you want to find the length, if you want to find the length, sorry 100% guys, sorry, if you want to find the element in given range, then how we need to write the code guys. Okay, I have understood. So guys see, if you don't understood, I will write something, they will come to me. 1 minute. Guys see, suppose this is our guy array guy. This is guys, suppose this is a array. Suppose guys this is a int array guys. Suppose this is integer array. Suppose this is a integer array. This integer array guys. So this integer containing some value. Suppose this is a 15, this is a 10, minus 13, here 5, this is a 9, this is a 65, this is a 100. Very simple. Okay? So our main motto is how we are going to search the element under the range, under the given range here. Okay. So let's see. So guys, this is the zero index, right? This is the zero index. This is the first index. This is the second index. This is the third index. This is the fourth index. This is the fifth index. This is the sixth index. Seventh index. Correct, guys? So guys, these all are guys index. Correct? All are guys index. Correct? This is zero index, first, second till 6. Sorry guys, I mistake. This is guys not 6. This is guys this is mistake, but this is guys 7 index. Okay, this is 7 index. So guys, you need to find as per the range guys. Suppose if I will tell you, hey, you need to find what 5. You need to find the 5 range between guys 1 to 6. Guys, this is 1 and guys this is range guys 6. I will tell you, you need to find the 5, the element 5 in range between 1 to 6. This is guys range. Also may ask the interview in interview room or in product based company guys. So how we are going to find the respective element in given range? So they will give the range guys. So between 1 to 6, because instead of finding 0 to 7, yeah, this is also a range, right? This is also one range, right? This is also one range 1 to 7, right? This is 1 to 7 guy, also one range, right? But requirements guy, you need to find the element in respective range. 1 to 6 range, you need to find the element 5. So guys, what should be our logic? What should be our logic guy? Okay, that thing I want to what? Write the code guy. That thing I want to write this code. So how we can write this code to find the element in given range? Yes or no guys? Yes. So guys, see, I am writing the code in front of you. You just concentrate. Right? I will create one class. I will create one class. Okay. I will create one class here. That search element search element as per range. As per given range. Guys, this time our class name is big. Don't worry, because what I mean. So you need to understand what you are writing the code here. Search element as per given range here. Main method finish. Correct guys? So let's see how I am going to write the code. Please be concentrated. So already we have got one class. Already I mentioned guys. So I am going to write one separate method to write this logic guys. So how we are going to find the element in given range? So guys, I am taking one static method. Static int what guys? Search element is our method. So guys, if we are going to add this method, so definitely we should have our input guys, yes or no? We should have input. So guys, what the input we should have, that thing I am going to add here. So first guys, you will have what? One input array, right? Input array guys. Then guys, I should have one target value. So what the element you want to search? So that is target value, right? Then guys, from which index you are going to start the searching, till which index you are going to end your searching, that is guys range of the index, right guys? So guys, int start and guys int end, these two things guys you should have, right guys? This two start and end also you should have along with this array and target, right guys? Yes. So guys, see now what I am going to write, it's important guys, please be concentrated. First guys, I will check if the length of the array is not 0. If it's 0, directly we are going to return -1. Guys, that purpose I am going to write one if condition guys. What? If our arr dot length, right, equal to guys 0, then guys directly I am going to return what? Return -1 guys. What? -1. Okay? Right guys? I hope you understood this thing. Already I have written such type of code earlier guys. In last video already I have written such type of code guys. So guys, see, if our length is not equal to 0 guys, so guys, then I am going to iterate one for loop. Guys. So guys, this for loop means what? I am going to start int index equal to guys what guys? Int index equal to guys start. Okay. And guys, index value guys less than equal to guys our end value, correct? End index, correct? And then index plus plus. Guys, this is very simple. You know very well. I no need to explain this thing, correct? Okay? Yes. So I see. If I am writing this thing, then what is the writing this for loop guy? For writing this for loop guy, I am writing some comment guy. So by which you can understood. So guys, checking. So check for element guy. Check for element at what? Every guy index. Every index. If it is what? Equal to target or not. If it is equal to target or not guys. So guys, for this I am going to write this lines of code guys. So what guys? First I am going to get int guys, suppose int element equal to guys whatever the array of our index, right? So 1 0 index 1 index so index value what we have value here, right? So that index, right? But then I am going to write one condition here. So what condition here? If our element, what we are going to store the value element here. So if element here equal to guy target. So suppose if you are going to find given string 5, right? All I mentioned you, right? So I mentioned right here. So if you want suppose 5, this target value is available in this given range or not. So 1 to 6, this is the index, right? So within this index, this 5 is available or not. So guys, that purpose guys, I am going to check here target, right? So we will have some target value, right? So that target guys, suppose 5, I will pass in our main method here when I will call this method. Don't worry here. So if element equal to target, then return as our response as an index. Yes or no? Return index what index this value is there guys. So suppose 5 is able to get 4 index. So response will be get 4, correct? When we will call this respective method. Guys, suppose if element is not equal to index guys, not equal to target, sorry. If element is not equal to our target value guys, then guys directly we can return what? -1. Correct guys? I hope you understood it. Correct? Correct guys. So guys, now I will call this method guys. What method guys? Search element by range. So guys, for calling this method, we should have first input guys. So int arr, right? And guys, in this we can pass our value guys. So what I'm writing value guys here? 15, 10, 8, 13. What guys? 15, 10, then 8, then minus 13, then 5. Yes, no guys? 5, 9, 6500. Then 9, then 65, then 100. Correct guys? Yes. So guys, this is our guys input array. Correct? This is our input array, because this is showing guys we didn't given equal to. Correct guys? So I have given guys this our input array guys. Corresponding guys we should have one target value, right? So guys, int target equals to 5. Already I have told you if we are going to what search the 5 is available in which index as per our range guys. So guys, then we can call our method, right? So sysout is your SRT method guys. So directly you can call guys. So guys, method name is what? Search element by range, correct? So copy and our paste in this our parameter. And guys, we need to pass our respective what input. So the first is our arr, then get target, yes or no, then get our SR value is 1, then is 6. Yes or no, this is our starting index guys, that is 1, and end is 6, because you know very well we are going to search from index 1 to 6, not 0 to 7. So guys, that the input I have provided, correct? Guys, see, so our program is guys ready to run, right? Now our program is ready to run. So we'll see the respective response is coming or not. As of now, what should be the output guys? So you can see that is our index 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So guys, we can see what is response guys coming, right? Run as Java application. Guys, see coming, yes or no? Because we started guys what index so 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So guys, this 4th index coming or not guys? Guys, yes or no? So guys, respective, so guys, if I'm going to find 8 here, right? Or guys, if I'm going to write here 15 here, then you can see. Okay, because guys, you can see here in our this is my field, this is the first index, right? But we are going to find result as our index. So guys, why is it giving -1 guy? Because it is not in our range guy, right? Because 15 is our not in range, right? This 15 is our guy not in range. Whatever we have input array, this 15 is not in range guy. That's why you can see here -1. So already have guy written such type of logic. If the element which will be within the range, it will give our what index value. Guy, you can see. So now I am going to pass here 8 guy. I am going to pass here 8. So guy, it will give our respective range guy. Not respective index guy. Guys, see 8. 2. Correct guy? So guy, what I understood? So guy, this is our logic by which we can find the range within the range of our respective index of the element, guys. So guys, that's it from this video, guys. Okay, if you like this video, guys, please like, share, subscribe, guys. And who is coming first time in my YouTube channel, so please guys subscribe and share among your friends as well. So guys, so I will bring such type of interesting and what important content what in front of you guys. Thank you guys. Bye bye. We'll meet very soon in next video, guys.